I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The Bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original Bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This man and the rest of the original Bloodline is under attack. The new Bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new Bloodline.
The original Bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new Bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new Bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu!
The new Bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG Bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the Bloodline.
The OG Bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG Bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
What a reversal.
Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage.
Oh! He may have just slowed Jacob down a bit there.
That is the meaner, more aggressive Jey Uso coming out to play.
The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor. Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War.
Uso entering even more dangerous territory, scaling the War Games cage wall.
Kick right to the gut.
Kick and an uppercut. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games. Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
All the momentum has swung to Jey Uso.
Uso is determined right now.
And Jacob with the wherewithal to counter.
Ooh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
He tosses him over and into the other ring. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, This group, they mean something, but the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career, and he needs to take it back tonight.
Ooh, what a nasty kick. Just disrespectful. Pow, what a shot.
Big right hand from main event. And Jey Uso having a little fun with another.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a top rope. Old Bloodline, new Bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true blood.
And Sammy is countered. Oh, look at this. Headbutt.
And entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need.
And they just tossed him aside. Bam! Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table. Called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
The Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Rollins, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Sky high!
Oh.
Hey guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both Bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
Buster! Super kick finds the mark.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jey. But the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Even in the teams are looking out of the ring for a little extra insurance.
Sammy with a big boot.
Is Zayn closing this out?
What energy in it from the top.
Elbow drop. Good Lord.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close ally. Submission time.
Dragon sleeper applied.
Even tap all you want, but in this case, a surrender does not grant you a reprieve.
DDT.
Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly.
Tossed in between the rings. Nothing good ever happens there. Oh my God.
Turns that in his favor.
Agonizing.
Uh-oh. What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here?
Yaganagi.
Super kick.
We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out.
Super kick.
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
But meanwhile, Zayn
Jacob Fatu's got a problem here.
under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here. The WWE Universe can't believe what these Warriors are doing to one another.
Everyone's fired up. What a battle.
And Jey Uso on the wrong end of some ruthless offense there. And further punishment getting aimed at the skull here.
It's a good target. Damage done there is felt throughout the entire body.
Hopefully an attack on the knee.
Incoming! Grip by Roman.
capitalize.
The timer is running out, and this next competitor.
Jay can seal it here. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining the Bloodline War Games.
He begins to climb the wall of the War Games cage.
It looks like he's stalking his prey. Only one thing in mind. Rocking the cage, but that makes...
And Jimmy Uso.
Was that all she wrote for Tonga Loa? Just disrespectful. Precision shot, and now Tonga Loa is bleeding. Will Jimmy seal this up?
Hold on here. What good reason does he have to be climbing up the cage? Usos. Tama Tonga setting it up. Here it comes.
Not a good spot to be in.
Down in a hurry. What a sick thud from that table.
And we see Zayn.
That could put Tama down for good.
That attacks.
Uso splash.
Jay nailed all of it. Jimmy's held close.
DDT plants them.
Tailor position for Jimmy.
Choker down. Could this be it? He calls off the pin attempt, maybe wanting to try something else.
Tama Tonga able to avoid impact.
Elbow drop. He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
Definitely an unorthodox strategy.
Shining inside cradle. Small packages career.
Take a seat at the table.
Stopping it down.
Springboard off the top. Misses the target.
Whoa, that was a stiff jump back to the dome. That was vicious.
Jimmy might have just finished things.
Got there. This was almost over.
And now Tama Tonga. Rear super kick.
Nasty. I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
Why would you do that? Reigns has identified the
Sami Zayn with it. Into the pin.
That's going to keep Sikoa down.
Jimmy Uso looking to put this away.
Oh, man. This could really come back to bite him in the end.
Victory nearly in hand for Tama Tonga. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Taking head over heels.
He manages to slip out of the way.
Both wrists captured.
The match clearly taking a heavy toll.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now.
Oh, he makes the biggest save of the night.
Now he's up here.
Going for it again. Does that finish Sami off? Whoa, just in time.
Now attempts the cover.
Can he keep him down?
The count was stopped before it started.
I don't believe it.
I don't either. Can this ref even count the three?
Makes the save, and they continue this match.
Able to slip away.
And just playing them with that DDT there. Boom!
Going in for the win here.
But now releasing the pin, he's adding insult to injury. No idea how he's even able to continue in this match.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done.
And it was certainly a targeted attack from the core. Climbing the wall of the War Games here. This might not be a good...
Uso splash by Jay. Tonga. Did you really need to stop the pin like this? And you can see the offense was aimed directly at his skull.
Really having to acknowledge the offense directed right at him at this point. Looking to go up high. Going for the cover. Solo shoulders are down.
What's he doing? He had this match in the back. Sami Zayn looking for it.
Here we go. Jimmy going.
Uso, the WWE Universe is pouring with fuel. He's already done so.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of a submission.
Tossed clear across that gap and crashing down into the opposite ring.
Caught the chin.
Brutal stop, but it doesn't end there.
Oh, no, it does not. There we go. Not sure what the plan is here.
He's not ready for this to end.
Locked up in the... Zayn has this wrapped up. Jay can seal it here.
Jay with the cover. This one. Then we see Tonga. Look at this spear.
Ray's got all of it. Jay has Solo right where he wants it.
And the damage to the torso is just piling up.
Each Uso. Jay Uso splash. It looks like he could get it done here.
Victory.
This isn't good. He's got
Uso. Uso splash. Will Jay end this?
And down for the count.
He's changing his mind. Going for something different now.
Oh, jeez. Nasty kick in the face.
Suplex.
Launched.
Jacob Fatu's able to dodge that.
That hit connects for Roman Reigns. Gonna be the mark. Sakura got him in his sights. Kicks it.
Winding up.
And it's Jey Uso.
That's one for Sakura forward.
Got him in the corner now.
Caught him right in the jaw.
What a shot.
So precise with the super kick.
Takes a big clean hit from the table. Going for the cover. Solo shoulders are down. Then we see Tonga Loa.
Superman punch by Reigns. Nice.
And Roman can put it away here. And Team Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the one true bloodline.